Hey, Max and Colleen, Gigi here with the Max team at REMAX Results.
We're here with Darin Heller today with AMEC Mortgage. Darin, what's the process of buying a house after bankruptcy?
Well, actually, pretty easy. There are two types of bankruptcies. You have a Chapter 13 and a Chapter 7, okay? The Chapter 13 is where it is a debt repayment program. The Chapter 7 is where it's just discharged. You can actually buy a home while you're in the middle of a Chapter 13 repayment plan. All you have to have is 1 year underneath your belt of making the payments, good credit otherwise, and qualify otherwise, and you can get an FHA mortgage while you're in the middle of a Chapter 13. FHA now has a maximum mortgage amount of up over $350,000, and it's only 3.5% down, and the rates are fantastic on an FHA mortgage. They're also assumable.
Can you use your VA status during with that same situation?
Okay, so VA will require 2 years from date of discharge. Conventional will require 3 years from the date of discharge in a bankruptcy.
Or Chapter 7 or 11?
13, correct.
13.
Or 13,
Yeah.
yeah, correct, I'm sorry.
Correct.
So you have to date it, if your bankruptcy was discharged June 13th of 2020, then you have to wait till June 13th of 2022 to be able to write a purchase agreement.
On an FHA mortgage, yes,
Okay,
correct.
okay.
Correct. On a Chapter 7, it's 2 years FHA, 3 years conventional.
Okay.
On a FHA mortgage, it's 2 years.
Okay.
Okay.
And then what would you suggest people do within that 2 years to make sure that they're getting their credit back so they can? Or is it just a matter of waiting?
Well, you have to have developed a credit score and qualify otherwise as well. So if you've discharged all of your debt in the bankruptcy, then you should go apply, try to get some credit cards, perhaps a secured credit card or two, a personal loan, and establish a little bit of credit. Nowadays, it's very easy to monitor your credit score.
Right.
Sign up with like a service like a Credit Karma, monitor your score. We want to see a consumer credit score of about 650 in order to be eligible.
Okay. So I would assume it would be a good idea for anybody thinking about purchasing a house that has a bankruptcy or was involved in one to probably get together with you at least 6 months ahead of time to kind of get things lined up.
Correct. The best thing to do is contact ahead of time so we can pre-qualify, check the income, talk about how much funds you will need, look at the credit situation, see if there's anything we need to do. A lot of times, if a person has had a bankruptcy, like a Chapter 7, and there's like no credit on there, it can take 6 months to establish a credit score. But it's easy to do. I mean, I have people that are closing on homes right now that we had the conversation with 6-7 months ago, and they're getting into a home now. So
Right. So home buyers, if you've had that bankruptcy and you're interested in getting into a home, make sure you call Darin at least 6 months to a year out to get everything straightened out so there's no hiccups at that closing.
And if there are, then you know what to do. So
Right.
you call them 6 months ahead of time. If there's a checklist that you have to get done, then you work through that checklist so you're ready then.
And then there's one exception to all those waiting periods, and that's the situation called extenuating circumstances. If you've had a situation that's beyond your control, generally a medical situation, loss of primary wage earner, or some other situation like that, there are exceptions where we can compress the waiting period down in about half.
Nice.
Perfect.
That's
Well,
great.
thank you very much,
All right.
Darin.
Thank you.
Max and Colleen, Gigi here for all of your real estate needs. Give us a call, and for your mortgage needs, call Darin Heller with AMEC Mortgage.
Mortgage, DarinHeller.com.